Hello, friends at home. We have a new letter. If you remember before our break in our spring vacation time, if you remember we had letter U. You don't think my U card? Well, here's a U puppet. Umber, umbrella bird. Umber is a bird, right?
Yes.
Now, this week's letter of the week, starring the letter
V.
I might start doing that from now on. I like that little drum roll. That's kind of fun. V. Now, wait a minute. This animal flies, but he doesn't have feathers. He's not a bird. What
He's a
zoo,
bat.
what pet at my zoo could this be? Thank you for raising your hand. William.
A bat. A vampire bat.
Yeah, a vampire bat. And we said we call it a vampire bat because he has fangs, big sharp teeth, like a vampire. We know that vampires are just in stories and movies. They're not real monsters. But vampires, they say, have big teeth for biting and they're like that. And they have long teeth. Well, vampire bats are bats that really have long teeth. And the scientists who found them said, well, they look like vampires. So he named them a vampire bat. There's many different kinds of bats in the world. Some are fruit bats. What do you think? What do you think they
Raise
eat?
your hand.
Fruit.
Raise your
Olivia.
hand.
Fruit.
Fruit. Boys and girls at
And
home, do you notice how my children at school are really starting to raise their hand? They're taking turns and growing up so fast, and soon they'll be in kindergarten like you at home, and you know that we take turns and raise our hand in school. Rhett.
I've seen a real picture of a bat.
Yeah, there's many different kinds, and they hibernate, but this is very interesting. They sleep all winter, right? Just like the bears, and so they're starting to wake up. Some migrate like birds and go to warmer places, and some sleep all winter and hibernate like a bear in a cave. Do you know how they sleep?
Upside down.
Raise your hand, Lola.
They sleep upside down.
Yes, they wrap their wings around themselves, and they're night animals like Nigel Night Owl. They wake up at night.
Raise your hand.
So they sleep all night, or they sleep all day, and they wake up and fly at night. So while we're sleeping, you don't have to worry about bats because they usually come out while we're sleeping. That's when they wake up and fly around. And then during the day, like right now, bats sleep. They're night animals. And like Lola said, they sleep upside down. So they hang on tight, and I heard Reagan say they must have big claws to hang on. And they wrap their wings around them and like turn off the light, and they sleep upside down all night. Do any of you sleep upside down?
Yeah.
No, you don't. If you slept upside down, you would have a headache in the morning. So I know you don't sleep upside down because you're not a bat. Now show me your fangs like a vampire. Vincent, vampire bat. Now I'm going to take my mask off a minute to show you where my teeth go to make the V sound for Valentine. Look where my teeth go. My teeth go on top of my bottom lip a little bit like this. Can you try that? Put your fangs here to help you remember the sound is vote vampire bat. Say Valentine. Valentine. Vest. Vest. A little girl in the morning class was wearing a vest. I forgot to point that out to the class.
Raise your hand.
That's right. You wear a vest sometimes like this guy.
And
And what kind of car is long but not as long as a bus? What would that be that starts with V? I'm going to sound it out, and you see if you know this word. Listen to the sounds, and we'll put them together. Listen. Shh. Van. Put it together, and then van. You heard all those sounds, didn't you? Listen again. You do it with me. And
oh, there's a T.
van.
T.
Now, this is not a van. Flowers go in a, raise your hand if you know what that would be. What would that be? Do you know what that is that flowers go in? You don't know? Who knows what that's called? That beautiful flowers go in, do you know, Lane? Anybody know what you call that?
A cake.
No, it has to be
Flower.
the flowers
No.
are in
Starts with a V.
Vase.
yes, we finally thought of it. Good, Weezy. Vase. Everybody say it.
Vase.
Vase. Show me knots with your signal. Vase. They all begin with V because they all start with that V sound, right? Fonzie, what letter is this? Everybody tell me. V. What letter? V. And we're all paying close attention because it's a new letter. And we already know so many letters. We're going to put another letter in our brain and remember V, right? Now, should we look and see what's in the V tub? All right. But before we do, let's find out who our team V is going to be. Olivia Valinsky, come up here. Olivia has a little V in her first name, Olivia. She starts with a big O, but she has a little V in the middle of her name. And your last name is?
Valinsky.
Like vote, Valinsky, both start with a big V, don't they? Because it's the first letter in vote. Everybody say Valinsky. Valinsky. So she's got a little V and a big V. That's pretty cool in her name. So let me see what envelope is for you. All right. And Olivia, you know who your team member is that's going to do V with you and share Vincent Vampire Bat?
No.
Millie. Come up here, Millie.
She has the same table as me.
Awesome. So you two are going to be the experts for V. Okay? So what I'm going to get V out. Vincent Vampire Bat. Ready?
Okay.
Come here, Vincent. Under this. Oh, this isn't Vincent, but this is really soft. Feel that. Do you remember what that's called? That's soft. Anybody remember?
It's a skirt.
Feel that. Well, it could be a skirt or a vest or a dress can be made out of this. This is Vincent's blankie. And it's made out of, feel how soft that is. Does anybody know? It starts with a V. Does anybody know what you call
I
this?
can see him a little.
Oh, he's scared. I gotta keep him hidden for a minute.
I can't-
He doesn't like the light. He
I
comes
saw
out at dark time. Isn't that
So let's turn
soft?
off the lights.
Did you guys feel it back there?
Then let's
What's it called? Does anybody know?
I think that.
No, but that starts with a V. And that's close. Do you know what we call this soft material?
No, I know another that.
What?
Okay, it come out when it's warm at night.
Warm nights, bats come out, yes. They like warm places like attics. So they might make a home in your attic. Now, this is called a velvet.
Velvet.
What's this called?
Velvet.
Velvet.
It has 2 beads in
Raise your
it.
Velvet does have 2 V's. I do hear that. You're so smart. Now listen. Velvet queens and princesses and kings, they often have clothes made of velvet. It's royal. Royal means kings and queens and princesses wear. Can you imagine if this was a velvet dress? Or what if I had a velvet cape with a crown? Would I look like a queen?
Yes.
No! Then Mr. Vote would have to call me Queen Vote. And he would have to bow to me and say, "Oh, Queen Vote, what would you like for dinner?" Say velvet. Well, this is why Vincent Vampire Bat loves his blankie because it's made of velvet. It's very, very,
You
very.
said turn the lights
soft.
off. We should turn
Well,
the lights
well.
off to make them.
No, we
That's okay.
want
Not
him
today.
to be able to see us. Come on, don't be shy. Don't. You know, this is a baby vampire bat. Many of our zoo pets are babies. Oh,
He's
look at him. He's hanging upside down. Wake up. He's
Wake up.
upside
I
down.
saw
All right,
his
turn
legs.
around. Okay, are we ready?
He wants
Now,
to come
wait,
out.
why are his wings covering his?
Because he's scared.
Is he scared?
Oh, he's shy.
The light's too bright. Maybe he's scared and shy.
I
And
can see a smile.
come on. Everybody give him a nice smile on your face. Everybody smile. Smile at home and see.
He's so cute.
Everybody wave. Give him a little wave. Oh. He's good. Now, did you know that some people are scared? They say bats get in your hair. They really don't. They don't fly to people's hair and get tangled in your hair. That's kind of a tale that's not really very true. Bats are good animals. They eat mosquitoes. And we're glad they eat mosquitoes because mosquitoes bite us, right? So mosquitoes love.
bite my dad.
Yeah,
Can you
so
raise
but
your
bats
hand?
eat mosquitoes, so we like bats at night.
Yay!
All right, and look at her. Look at Vincent's little nose.
Oh, that's
It's
so
shaped
cute.
like a heart.
I love it.
Vincent. All right, you two. Will you hold Vincent for just a minute? And let's look in the tub before we get started with our day. We have to look and see what's in. What letter is this?
B.
V. QRSTUV. Now, what is this called? Vest.
Like
Vest.
Hans wear.
Say Vincent. Vampire bat. Vest. Van. Vincent. Vampire bat. Van.
What about you call it this? A wibbly van.
Van. What's this thing?
Volcano.
Yes. Volcanoes are really like bigger than this whole school. They're like a mountain that
And there's
cracks.
lava.
They
Raise your
crack out of the earth.
Lava.
Raise your
And-
hand.
Inside.
I wish my
Nice.
smart kids would all remember to raise your hand and tell us. Melted rock. It's hot, so hot in the center of the earth that the rock melts and it's liquid. Would you want to touch that? No way. In the core center of our earth, it's so hot the rock melts and it comes bursting out of the volcano. That's what that red stuff is. Now there used to be lots of volcanoes when the dinosaurs were alive. There are a few dinosaurs still, there are still a few volcanoes today. Can you
It's
say
red.
volcano?
Volcano.
A volcano is a
red at the bottom.
kind of a mountain.
Yeah.
That's red.
Yep, that's the red hot lava pouring down. Volcano. Now, oh, who remembers what it's called now that you put flowers in, Rose?
Face.
Thank you for remembering. Vase. That's a good size for Sweet Pea's table, wouldn't it?
Raise your hand.
Now, this is something we wear on our head, so if you don't have sunglasses, it keeps the sun out. Golfers wear these little kind of, it's kind of a half of a hat. Does anybody know what you call those?
Like you can put it on.
Right here,
Raise
yep,
your
right over
hand.
your eyes. Anybody know what it's called? Visor. Visor, yep. My mom, when she used to golf a lot, she always wore a visor to just cover her.
My mom's mom.
Raise your hand, Reagan.
Visor,
Reagan.
yep. Okay,
Raise your
now
hand.
what letter is this?
V.
And here's little blue V. There's one more thing in my tub that it's a kind of a camera, but it says
That's-
but what, Lane, do you know what kind of a camera it is? It's an old kind of a camera to make movies. It's called a video camera. Can you say video? When Miss Emily was a little girl, there were videos on tapes, and you would slip the videotape into your TV, and it would show a movie. Today, we have videos on our phones, and we have movies that come right on your TV, and things are much different. But we do have videos. When I take a picture in camera with my phone, we put videos on our Facebook page, don't we? Little movies are called videos, aren't they? Video. Say video. That starts with V too. So, did we give you guys some ideas of things to put in your bag? You're going to have to go on a V hunt when you get home and find something that says Moms and dads and brothers and sisters can help you. Here's what a real vampire bat looks like.
Oh,
Not a stuffed toy like Mrs. Vogt likes to have. That's a real vampire bat. Do you see his teeth?
Yeah, it is. Whoa, that is cool.
Isn't he cool?
I kind of
Now,
like him.
yeah, is he flying at daytime?
No.
See, he wakes
There's
up.
a moon.
He flies at night.
There's a moon.
Yeah, at night with the moon in the sky.
Yep.
Vincent, vampire bat. Okay, let's read our book about Vincent before we say goodbye to our friends at home. Here's Umber. What does Umber do for fun? Run. She doesn't fly. Like if you said fly at home, she flies all the time, but for fun she likes to run, right? Here's Vincent Vampire. Look, you're gonna have to color this picture at home. That's a veterinarian. Does anybody know what a veterinarian does?
There's V too.
Veterinarian starts with a V. What is a vet?
It takes care of animals that are sick.
Yeah, it's a doctor that takes care of animals instead of people. A veterinarian is an animal doctor. And he's exercising with Vincent Vampire Bat. It says, Vincent Vampire's vet has vim. This is his vet. Vim means he's really strong, has lots of energy. Say vim. Vim. That's not a word we hear very often. Vim means you've got a lot of energy. You guys have vim. You have lots of energy, and you're strong, and you go, and you wear Mrs. Vogt right out.
I went so fast.
Vim.
Me too.
You make me so tired because you have vim. Okay, so what's this called again? What's this called?
Velvet.
Velvet Rose. You know so many words. Remember to raise your hand when you know good answers. Velvet. It feels so good I don't even want to take it off. I'm going to wear it home tonight and tell Mr. Vogt to call me Queen Vogt.
I can use
All right, well, let's see. Let's wave goodbye to our kids at home. Don't forget letter A.